Hello everyone, my name is Billy Gibbs and welcome to a brand new series that I like to call what happened this weekend in football. Basically we're going to go and run through the big things that happened this weekend, talk about games, and all sorts of big highlight news and all that stuff. So let's kick it off on what happened on Friday. Now, Sky Bet Championship kicked off for the season. It was a first game for Reading against Derby County. This was Frank Lampard's first game in management in the Championship. And Frank Lampard's team, Derby County, got a 94th minute header to win the game. So there's Frank Lampard's first game in the Championship with a win. I personally think Derby County had a really good, played very well. I think Reading played well as well, played also very well. But they get that last minute header, Derby, and they win the game. So Frank Lampard's first game in competitive management ends with a win. So very, very good for Frank Lampard. Other news in Sky Bet Championship, we had Bolton beating West Bromwich Albion. There you go. You got Brentford beating Rotherham 5-1. Some big results in the Championship. It's also obviously the weekend where the Championship kicks off, and there's a lot of good results. All good and that stuff. Swansea beat Sheffield United, and Wigan beat Sheffield Wednesday. So the Sheffield team's not doing so well. That was on Saturday. We're going to move on to Sunday. With the Sky Bet Championship, Leeds United beating Stoke City 3-1. Stoke City bringing that form from the Premier League straight down to the Championship. That is embarrassing, to say the least. I'm not saying Leeds United are a bad team, but Stoke City are a former Premier League team. They are technically a Premier League team because they should be a Premier League team. And they got beat 3-1 by Leeds United. Not great. We also had Stevie G's first game in management in the Scottish Premiership, which ended up a draw from Aberdeen and Rangers. Aberdeen scored a late goal to equalise, and it ended 1-1. Steven Gerrard's first game ended with a draw. So not a bad result. Given the result of the play, should have really been a win for Rangers and Stevie G. But unfortunately, he didn't get that win. Hopefully it moves on and he gets another win next time. We've also got in that Premiership, we've also got Hibs beating Motherwell 3-0. If you're interested in Scottish football, that is. Also on Saturday, we had a friendly match. I kind of forgot. We had these friendly matches. We had Valencia beating Everton 3-2. We had Borussia Mönchengladbach beating Southampton 3-0. We had Leicester beating Lille 2-1. We had Liverpool beating Napoli by 5-0. That was a very good performance, by the way. Salah played well. Scored a very nice goal, even though it probably was a foul anyway. Sturridge back to scoring form. It was a very, very good performance. Got to see Alisson's debut for Liverpool as well, who was very composed on the ball. Gave Liverpool fans some heart attacks at times. Definitely, I could say that for sure. With his sort of composed, confident taking of the ball, and wants to skill the players around him and get the ball past them and get Liverpool on the attack. He did that quite a lot, actually. Arsenal beating Lazio by 2-0, and Girona beating Tottenham by 4-1, which is a big one. So obviously, sorry about that. I did forget about the preseason games. Also on Sunday, the International Champions Cup, I believe, came to a close. I think this was the last game in that competition. AC Milan came away with that with a 1-0 win against Barcelona. Very nicely done. And obviously, Man City beat Chelsea 2-0 in the FA Community Shield. So that's already a trophy for Man City. Obviously, isn't an important trophy. It's not a big trophy. Very much at this very moment in time. Community Shield is never really a big trophy, but it's a good opening for a match. It gets but when you see that fixture come out with the top two teams of obviously who won the Premier League and who won the FA Cup, you already know the Premier League's coming here soon as well. So Man City get off to a good start of the season with a nice little cup to kick it off for them. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of all these things that happened this week. You have the Steven Gerrard disappointment in the end. You had the Frank Lampard win. You had the Liverpool smashing of Napoli. You also had a Community Shield win for Man City, who beat a very poor Chelsea side, to be fair. They did not play very well at all. So there you have it. There's the first episode of this weekend in football. I hope you have all enjoyed it, and I will see you all very soon for more. Until then, ta-ra.